Dear students, today we discuss about the inverter, how the inverter is constructed, how the inverter is working, how it supplies the AC voltage to the home appliances and the house. We know well that the inverter is the electrical and electronic device or circuit which is used to supply the AC voltage when the AC main power is failed in the houses, on labs, and factories. What is the principle of this inverter? It means it just converts the DC voltage into AC voltage. The DC voltage is already stored in batteries, lead acid batteries, and, and other rechargeable batteries. Okay, so this inverter converts the circuit converts the DC voltage into AC voltage. The basic idea behind the inverter circuit is to produce AC voltage. To produce AC voltage and supply the AC voltage, the production is from DC voltage and the generated AC oscillations are amplified by the step-up transformer. So the circuit consists of a step-up transformer, battery, and a stable multivibrator using power transistors and FETs, etc. The inverter circuit also consists of a 12 volt DC to 220 volt AC inverter. This inverter are designed using a transistors. The inverter generally consists of a stable multivibrator. How a DC voltage stored in the battery is converted into AC voltage. We know already that a device, that is the oscillator. A oscillator is nothing but a electrical and electronic device which generates the AC oscillation, which produces the AC oscillations in its output or square waves in its output without giving any input signal. So the oscillator gets the energy, gets the DC voltage energy from the DC voltage source, and it converts the DC voltage into AC voltage. So this inverter circuit also consists of a stable multivibrator using power transistors and the metal oxide field effect transistors. It is shown in diagram. It is a simple circuit of the inverter. It is the battery. A DC voltage is already stored here. It is the step-up transformer. It is a step-up transformer. It is the primary. It is the secondary. The number of turns in the secondary is more when compared to the number of turns in the primary. This circuit is nothing but a stable multivibrator. So, we know well that the action of a stable multivibrator, we have already studied that it is a stable multivibrator uses two transistors. Here, when power supply plus VCC is switched on, it is passing through this resistor and this capacitor charges. On charging this capacitor, it charges to full capacity. After charging fully, it starts to discharge through this path. So the base of the transistor 1 becomes forward bias. When it is forward bias, the transistor starts to conduct. So the voltage from plus VCC is passing through the RC1 and then to the collector. As it is conducts, it passing through this and it grounds here. So there is zero voltage available at this collector. So this zero voltage is supplied to the second transistor. As the base of the second transistor is in the reverse bias, it does not conduct. Due to this non-conduction of this transistor, the whole plus VCC positive voltage is available here. So this voltage also supplied to this transistor. So it conducts. It is a non-condition. It does not conduct. So one state is it is low. This state is high. After some time, this states now the capacitor C1 which was previously charged is now discharges with the time constant RC1 through C1 and RC. During this process of discharging, the voltage across the capacitor C1 crosses the cut-in voltage at which the Q2 starts to conduct. So, the positive voltage is supplied to this transistor 2. So, already it was in reverse bias, now it is converted into forward bias. Due to the forward bias of the base, this transistor starts to conduct. So, the voltage available here is 0. Already the voltage VCT was high, now it is converted into low, 0 voltage. Here, already the voltage was 0, now it is shifted to plus VCC. So, 0 to plus VCC, here plus VCT to 0. So, the voltage here is alternately changes high voltage and then low voltage, again high voltage and then low voltage with the time constant, with the delay. The time constant is depends upon the value of this resistor and the capacitor. Here also the delay initially 0 and then high and then low, again high, again low. So this delay between high and low is supplied by the value of the resistor R1 and capacitor C1. From this circuit unstable multivibrator generates a square wave in its output from the DC voltage. Thus DC voltage plus VCC is converted into the square wave. So here the DC voltage is supplied by the battery. This DC voltage already stored in the battery is supplied to the unstable multivibrator. This unstable multivibrator generates the square wave, continuous square wave here also a continuous square wave. This metal oxide field effect transistor, converts and amplifies this square wave, continuous square wave, and it is supplied to the step up transformer. So the center tap, it has 3 terminals. The center tap is given here, connected to this area. So this voltage supplied to the primary of the step up transformer is amplified, that is increased, and it is available at the secondary. So here there is a 220 volts AC. So it converts this to small voltage to high voltage, 220 volts AC voltage. So the output of this inverter circuit is 220 volts AC. The input given to this circuit is 12 volt DC. The 12 volt DC voltage is supplied from the battery, and we get the 220 volts AC with 50 Hz frequency. Already I told the circuit is divided into 3 parts. One is oscillator, amplifier and transformer. A 50 Hz oscillator is required as the frequency of AC supply is 50 Hz. It can be achieved by constructing a stable multi-vibrator which produces the square wave of 50 Hz. The resistors and capacitors present in the oscillator used to generate the oscillation and timing constants and produce the frequency of 50 Hz. The inverting signals from the oscillator are amplified by the MOSFETs, metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistors. These amplified signals again given to the step-up transformer with its center tap is connected to the load. The turns ratio of the transformer must be 1:19 to get 220 volts AC. So the 12 volt is converted into 220 volts AC. So the transformer combines both inverting signals to generate a 220 volt alternating square wave output. The number of MOSFET is increases to increase the capacity of the inverter. So we can get the AC voltage from the DC voltage using the inverter circuit.